Throughout this investigation, and even long before it, the numbers 1, 6, and 9, which is an inverted 6, would occasionally appear on electronic displays in the locale. The Mausoleum line's path is approximately 116 degrees from true north, and starts at the headstone of the 9th Dashwood Baronet, who died on the 9th day of July, aged 49. Directly opposite 19 West Wickham Road, is Creative Memorials, which resonates strongly with the Dashwood Mausoleum. Another connection is 109A West Wickham Road, which was donated by Sir George Dashwood in 1859. The letter A is the first letter of the alphabet, which means it can be converted to a 1, which makes 1091. If you remove the 0, you get 191. 191 is a permutation of 116. Similarly, 106A can be converted to 161, and inverted to 191. The inversion of 116 is 911. 911 is the emergency telephone number in North America. 911 is also the commonly known number that refers to the destruction of the World Trade Center in New York on September the 11th, 2001, more commonly known as 911 or 9/11. The 9/11 attacks were officially carried out by Islamic extremists who disliked the American way of life. Others say the Mossad Israeli intelligence agency carried out the attack, but disguised it as an Islamic attack, a so-called false flag operation. Some suspect the attack originated from the United States government itself. 911 could translate to a call for help, a message of emergency, murder, disaster, chaos, an act of conspiracy, an act of war, initiation of war, a false flag attack, a religiously inspired attack, and so on. The author has chosen act of conspiracy as the primary meaning of the 911 number, as it covers many of the aforementioned themes, in one convenient phrase. As a consequence of the 9/11 attacks, a series of wars were fought in the Near East. Thus the phrase, act of conspiracy, has a consequential and secondary component to it, which is, initiation of war. As the Mausoleum line's geographic path is approximately 116 degrees, and 911 is an inversion of 116, this shows that the Mausoleum line has a connection to the act of conspiracy concept mentioned previously. High Wycombe is in England, and the author had considered the American 911 connection of lesser importance, until this happened in April 2016. What you have just seen are pictures of fake aeroplane debris at a fake crash site on West Wickham Hill that was being used to make the motion picture Allied, which was released in 2016. Allied is a World War II romantic thriller, starring Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard. Pitt plays the role of the Canadian intelligence operative, Wing Commander Max Vatan, who is assigned to Casablanca, where he meets the French resistance fighter and collaborator, Marianne Beauséjour, played by Cotillard. The first half of the film is reminiscent of the earlier James Bond films, and even features a scene where Vatan displays his card-handing skills to a German officer, in response to being invited to a poker game. The second half of the film takes place in London, where a German aircraft crashes close to the Vatan's house during the Blitz. The location for the crash site appears to be Parliament Hill on Hampstead Heath, as it has similar topography to West Wickham Hill. The reader should note that the West Wickham Hill footage has had background scenery digitally inserted into it, to make it look more like the Hampstead location. This mock aeroplane crash represents a powerful coincidence, or synchronicity, that further secures West Wickham Hill and the Mausoleum line to the 911 Act of Conspiracy number. We now have a 116-911 master code associated with the area, as well as a synchronistic, an esoteric explanation for the numerical permutations like 19, 109, 161, 1911, 1916, and so on. According to a Wikipedia article called List of Emergency Telephone Numbers, the number 116 is used for Children's Support in Burundi, the Traffic Police in Equatorial Guinea, the Fire Service in Eritrea, the Ambulance Service in Gambia, the Police in Mauritania, Missing Children in Belgium, with the 000 added on at the end, Missing Children in France, with the 000 added on at the end, Child Abuse and Violence in Norway, with the 111 added on at the end, an ambulance in Haiti and ambulance and fire in Peru. Thus the number 116 could be interpreted as having a loose connection to children, fire, and injury. The same Wikipedia article indicates that the 911 number is globally ubiquitous, and is connected to emergencies in general. It is the author's opinion that these 116 elements are too random to be of any significance, and any perceived connections are probably apophenia. They are presented here for the sake of thoroughness and inclusiveness. It is for the reader to determine if they are relevant, and, if deemed so, how they might be. In the author's view, the 116 emergency number is nothing more than a scaled-down version of the 911 emergency number. During the photographing of 161 West Wickham Road in the 11th month of 2015, the 1s and 9s appeared on the neighbouring BP garage's fuel price display. A few months before November 2015, a yellow police hit-and-run witness appeal board, featuring 1s and 9s appeared opposite 161 West Wickham Road. The appeal board featured a hidden 1111 time code, i.e., the date numbers added together were 1 plus 9 plus 1 equals 11, and the time numbers added together were 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5 equals 11. This somewhat Orwellian, "Did you see anything 101, witness appeal board," produced an additional 22, which leads us to the Mausoleum line's first structure of visual contact, 26 to 18 West Wickham Road, which houses the 222 passage.